All right, so let's talk about why love feels flat after having kids and how to rebuild connection in your marriage without forcing it. So, if you're in a relationship with kids and it feels flat, distant, or your marriage feels more like a partnership than a romance, this video is for you, especially if you're in a long term relationship and have built a life together. Here's the part no one tells you. Most couples don't lose connection because they stop caring about each other. They lose it because their nervous system shifts after having kids. And nobody shows them how to shift back into the role of man and woman, of two lovers. So they end up trying harder. They talk more, they plan date nights, and somehow things get worse. By the end of this video, you'll understand why that happens and what actually helps connection come back without forcing it and without pressuring your partner. Now, here's the shift nobody warns you about before you have kids. So, in my marriage before kids, if Kate and I had a rough day, we'd usually get together and talk about it. We had a lot of space, we had a lot of capacity. After kids, a rough day meant we still had to show up, surviving the bedtime routine, taking care of our kids, going through sleepless nights. And really, we had to do it all without snapping at each other. Kids don't just take time, they take our regulation capacity. Your nervous system tends to shift in protection mode when you have to take care of kids. You're about responsibility, you're more alert, you're always on. That's parenting mode. Parenting mode is great if you want to keep kids alive and thriving, but it's terrible for romantic love. And most couples think they're drifting because they're failing or because they're incompatible. And that's just not true. It's actually that their nervous system is trying to adapt to something different. Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with your partner. Your system had to learn how to manage chaos, had to learn how to manage uncertainty. And now you have to learn how to return to connection in the face of that chaos. So here's why the spark fades. Desire doesn't disappear because love disappears in a long-term marriage. Desire actually shuts down under stress. So I see this all the time. One partner wants closeness, the other feels exhausted, overwhelmed, or just tight and constricted. You can want sex in your head, right? So logically think about, yeah, sex would be great, and still have a body that's saying, no, I've had enough. Typically in those moments, a person's going to experience shame. They're going to start asking themselves, what's wrong with me? Or their partner might say, why doesn't my partner want me anymore? This isn't a libido issue. It's actually a nervous system that never gets to land from a place of relief and calm and security. And what that does is it moves us from lovers to coworkers. At some point, you stop saying, I miss you. And most of your conversation starts being about who's picking up the kids? Where are you going to be on Saturday? What are we doing for this weekend? You become really efficient. You become responsible, capable, and very disconnected. When you're always mom and dad, when you're always provider, problem solver, caretaker, you stop relating in your marriage as two separate individual adults. And desire needs that difference. Safety needs steadiness. And most couples only keep steadiness. That's why relationships tend to feel dull and neutral or flat. That's what the roommate stalemate's all about. Now, the quiet cycle that traps good couples is one that often is not talked about enough. This is when one partner thinks, I'm just totally exhausted, but I still want to connect. And the other says something like, why do they only want something from me? Both feel unseen. Both feel rejected. And so what happens? Both partners stop reaching. They stop bidding for connection. Not because they don't care, because it feels safer not to try. And then that's how resentment builds. Quietly, over time, without big blowups. It's just a slow drift of disconnection. Now, here's the relief. None of this means that your relationship is broken or there's anything wrong with you. It means you've been trying to fix connection through sheer effort. And what was missing was safety. This is where couples get stuck. They force date nights. They're having constant, heavy conversations about their marriage. They have talks about sex that just end in tension and lack. Effort without safety ends up feeling like demand. So your nervous system hears perform so that I can feel okay. And it shuts down because none of us want to perform so the other can feel okay. Connection doesn't grow under pressure. It grows when the body starts to feel like it can be there without being judged or evaluated all the time. And so the first step that you really need to take is to learn to regulate yourself first. This is real leadership. When you walk through the door from a hard day at work and you're wired, you're irritated, maybe you're already checked out, your partner can feel that energy before you even say a word. You don't need to explain stress. Your body is already sending them signals. You know what I'm talking about? Leadership isn't about control. It's emotional steadiness. It's one regulated nervous system helping another settle. That's what we do as humans. We co-regulate. And that's how you create safety in a home. Now, you also want to be able to move from parent mode to partner mode, right? Small signals tend to matter more in these moments than big gestures. Scrolling on the couch versus turning your body towards them and looking them in the eye, right? One makes your partner feel invisible. The other makes your partner feel chosen. Even 5 focused minutes, right? No phone, no fixing, no agenda. Just being in the same space together with presence often tells your partner's nervous system that they matter. It's not a grand gesture. It's about consistent signals. So here's what I want you to try. Over the next 7 days, once a day, right? This is my challenge for you. Take 10 minutes out of your day with your partner. No phones, no logistics, no problem solving, no fixing the relationship. Just sitting together, facing each other, and being present. It might feel awkward at first. That's normal. If you miss a day, give yourself some grace, right? Just continue the next day. This works because it removes the pressure. It's not about performance. There's no threat here. It just creates an environment or a container of safe connection. Now, most couples don't struggle with this because they don't care about each other. They struggle because they don't know what actually creates safety for their partner. That's why I created the Connection Blueprint. It gives you the structure to create safe, intimate connection without pressure. You'll get clear guidance for each day, including simple prompts so that you're not guessing a way to build safety before trying to fix anything. It's not therapy. It's not about forcing intimacy. The Connection Blueprint is a simple map to help your nervous system slow down so connection has room to come back. You can grab that through the link below this video. Now, if this is landing with you, you're not alone. There's nothing wrong with you or your partner. You're not failing. You're tired. And nobody taught you how to come back from that place of sheer exhaustion. If this helped, drop the comment below. Tell me what hit home. Tell me what landed for you. And if you want some real structure over the next 7 days, check out the Connection Blueprint below.